Hi, high performer. I so love seeing you here. If you are wondering why people aren't buying from you, and perhaps you are feeling stressed about it, perhaps you are feeling discouraged, or perhaps you are even like doubting yourself and saying like, there's probably something wrong with me in my services and products, like why isn't this working? Then just take a deep breath, my friend, and relax. Because today I will be walking you through the process that you really need to understand in order to have people know about you, like you, and trust you, and actually buy from you. This is Linden, trainer and high performance coach, helping you to reach success and fulfillment. Okay, so the reason why people aren't buying from you sometimes is just as simple as it's like you're not right for them, or your service or product solution isn't right for them, and that is just fine. It's also a good thing. Just release them, and then you continue and focusing on the people who actually are interested. What it's also about is about timing. So this is also important. We've all, I should say, experienced people who try to offer us something, but we're not like really ready. So it's also about timing. Sometimes it's just about people that might say no right now, but in a week or a month or a year or several years later, they will come to you and say, I want this now, because then it's the right timing. So really honor this. So sometimes it's just a process where you need to just like plant the seeds, and then you water it, you nurture, just like with any relationship, and you just like give it a fair chance. Okay. But now let us walk you through the process that you really need to master and understand in order to have people buy from you. And that is, my friend, you need to have people know about you, like you, and trust you. So know, like, and trust. This is something that we speak a lot about in both marketing and sales. And in marketing, we often talk about also that people need to see your message or what you're offering 7 times before they buy. So once again, we're coming back to you also having patience and being consistent and strategic. But let us now talk about the first step. Why people aren't buying from you is sometimes just a numbers game. Sometimes it's about people don't know about you. And seriously, if they don't know about you, honey, how could they possibly buy? How could they even like go to your website or go to your store or seek you up in order to buy if they don't even know about you, So sometimes the reason why people are not buying is just a numbers game. You just need to have more exposure. You just need to get more visibility. You just need to get out there more in order for people to know about you. So your question here will, of course, be, okay, so how can I have more people, and the right people, of course, know about me or my product or my brand? And then it might be you realize, oh, perhaps I should do more on this specific platform because this is where my ideal customers are. Or it might be, for example, that you say, okay, I'm going to do partnerships so I can get more exposure. Or I'm going to do, for example, profit speaking, or I'm going to do something else in my marketing. For example, you might go out and network and so on. But just ask yourself, how can I get more exposure and visibility? How can I have more people know about me? Okay, so that is the first step. The second step in this process is for them also to like you. And here, you need to just have people get to know you or your brand or your values and so on. And for example, how could you have people like you more? And sometimes it's because they don't really know you, or they don't know what you're standing for, what you're representing, your core values. Or for example, they don't connect because you haven't presented your team members and so on. So just start to dig into this. How can you have more people also like you and your product, service, solution? So that is the second step in this process. The third step now in the process is, of course, for you to have more people also trust you. This is where the conversion happens. So this is a true game changer. And once again, we're coming back to this. Use testimonials, use client reviews, use client success stories, use client wins in order to create credibility and trust. I'm now going to walk you through 3 different levels of trust. And the first level, when it comes to trust, you understand this a bit more, is for you to have people trust you. And you're just showing up authentically as yourself, as the expert, as the person you are, with all your love and warmth and kindness and sincerity. And that is how you just like establish a relationship and build that. So that is the first level of trust. They need to trust you, of course, as a person and as a professional. And I'm sure you have like met someone who just came up to you and were like, buy this, buy this. You were just like, oh, intimidated. And this is not, of course, what you want. So you just want people to feel that you are there for them, that they can trust you, that you actually want their best. So once again, we're coming back also to this, just the discovery of a match, where people actually trust you. And the second level now of trust is for them also to trust that your service, your product, your solution is what will give them results. That your service, product, and solution is what will help them solve their problem, to solve their challenge, to solve their pain. And once again, this is why you need to speak about how your service, product, and solution actually solve these types of specific problems, challenges, and pains. And what I should also say here is that the reason why I wanted to use client testimonials and stories and so on is because it creates social proof. So it's not just you saying, this is so good, this is going to help you, blah, blah, blah. It's like really social proof. Other people saying, other customers saying, it's like, yes, this has helped me to solve this and this, or this has given me this result. So it's super, super valuable to use this. The third level of trust now is for them to also trust themselves. So this is something that my community manager also really pointed out the other day. They also need to trust themselves in order to buy, because they can trust you, they can trust your service, product, and solution, but they don't fully trust themselves. They don't trust that they are also able and competent enough to actually create these results. Or they might be doubting and not trusting themselves enough that they are worthy of investing this money, this energy, this time, and that they probably should invest it or give it to someone else or their family or something that they feel obliged to do. So here also you need to create this safe space for them to see that, yes, you too can do this. And have them just trust themselves that they are capable, competent, and that they are worthy of this. Okay, my friend, so there you have it. And I really, really hope that this creates a greater understanding for you, and not instead of you being stressed out or just frustrated or discouraged or wanting to give up and quit. Just know that many times it's just about a tweak, or it's just about going deeper into one of these, for example, steps. So let us now summarize what we have been talking about today. Okay, so when you are wondering why people aren't buying, you need to understand this process. You need to have people both know about you, like you, and trust you. So know, like, and trust. And where you ask yourself, okay, so where should I improve? In what area or what phase of this process should I sharpen, for example, my communication skills, or how to create a more safe space for my prospects? And also, we have been talking about 3 different levels of trust. So they both need to trust you as a person and an expert and professional. And they also need to trust that your product, service, and solution is what will give them results, is what will solve their problem, challenge, and pain. So this is really a game changer. Use testimonials, use client stories, success stories, and wins and so on to have them understand that this is for them. And then the third level of trust, also make sure that they feel that they can trust themselves, that they are competent, that they are capable because they are, and also that they are worthy. My friend, I really, really hope that this will serve you and that this will help you and encourage you on your path, because you really have unique things to offer to this world. And if you like this tip and if you like this video, also make sure you go to www.lindenmaria.com and sign up for my newsletter, because that way I will be able to send you my latest video with tips just like this one. Plus also some special gifts and secrets and bonuses that I only share with you in email. So with all my heart, once again, I really hope that this will serve you. And remember this, you have the power to create miracles in your life and in your business.